can't save it! Eject! Eject!
Hey everyone, Chris here, the RC Geek, coming to you from the shop. And today we're talking about the E-flite Beechcraft D18. This is a beautiful model of a classic, iconic twin engine design from Beechcraft. It's a really unique subject that E-flite has brought to the market. It's really great to see it. The model has a 1.5 meter wingspan. It flies really nicely and actually flies pretty light for its size. And so with respect to the assembly, it's all of the major components. You're just fastening them into place. And so you start out fastening on the wing center section, and there are 4 screws that hold that into place. The horizontal tail comes pre-assembled with the vertical tails on it, so you just drop that into place on the back of the airplane and fasten it down with 2 screws. And just like the other 1.5 meter airframes, the outer wing panels are actually just pop into place. They have plastic keepers there. And so you slide the wing panel on over the carbon spar and you kind of wiggle it into place to get it to lock. And then that's how it stays on, and it works really well. It also makes it quick to remove the panels for transportation and stuff like that. That is the heart of it. It's extremely quick to put together. In the process of the assembly, I did notice that the rudders weren't exactly centered to each other. And so to adjust them, I simply removed the control horns from the rudder. There's 3 screws that hold that in, and then just screwed in or out the ball joint as needed to get those rudders to align left to right. The whole front canopy area is a removable hatch, and so that gives you a whole lot of room for batteries and such. I've flown the model with a 4S 3200, a 4S 4000, and so what I found is for the CG, when you look at the wingtip, there are 2 panel lines at the leading edge that intersect. If you pick up the airplane with your fingertips at that location, that equates to the CG about perfectly. You want the airplane to be about level or slightly nose down. And that is per the manual. It's just an easier reference point to check the CG too. Now with respect to the controls, through flying the airplane, I ended up settling on low rates for everything, and that's 60% for aileron and elevator, and then I'm still at 100% for the rudder. And so for the aileron, that equates to 14 millimeters up and down with no expo. For the elevator, 16 millimeters up and down with no expo. And for the rudder, 20 millimeters left to right with 20% expo. And then for the flaps, I'm at 20 millimeters mid and 40 millimeters for the full flap setting. And there is a 4% and a 7% down elevator mix with the flaps. And that equates to about 1 millimeter of down elevator in the full flap position. Otherwise, you know, flying the airplane, this is a classic design. It looks fantastic in the air. What I like about it is it's just a really nice cruiser kind of airplane. It loves touch and goes. It lands beautifully, but it's not something that you're going to be doing heavy aerobatics with. While it is fully aerobatic and you can do that with it, it just doesn't look right being the airplane that it is. But otherwise, what I really enjoy is shooting touch and goes. The airplane lands extremely nicely with the flaps down, and you can really get a nice soft touchdown. And if you coax it right, you can even do a 1-wheel touch and go. And that's a result of the airplane just flies really light for its size. Now the model does have differential throttle to help with the rudder control. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that quite yet. It does work, and I'm sure you could really get into some weird spins and stuff if you wanted to really push it. But I'm not entirely certain that the airplane needs it. And so yeah, let's take this out to the field. We'll give you guys a flight and we'll come back, we'll wrap this up.
right here.
Definitely bumpy. It's weird. It's not necessarily windy, but it's bumpy. You can see it getting bumped around, but it's a nice little cruiser. Doesn't look right doing aerobatics. Alright, there we have the Beechcraft D18 from E-flite. This is a really nice looking model of a classic design. And so I'm really enjoying flying the airplane. You know, seeing these unique scale airplanes that you don't see otherwise is really a welcome change in my book. And so yeah, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out this next video. Until next time, I'll see you at the field.